guy. You single-handedly broke the whole family.
I'm gonna start the run, so this is my park here. So I'm gonna try and do 10 laps of this park, and then I'll take a rest. I'm gonna make some like job applications and stuff, and then I'll come back and then I'll use the basketball court to do some more basketball drills. But I thought I'd start off with a run. Shoelaces done. Let's get ready to go.
4,
Let's go.
3,
We're about to start.
2, 1. Let's go.
Okay, pause. You probably don't want to see for an hour me huffing and puffing or see the same corners every time I run around the park. So I thought I'll take the time to cut to a part where I'm speaking about what I want to do, what I want to achieve with this series. So yeah, over to myself. Just came back from a run. A great start to the series. I'm tired, yeah, but you know, as much as this series is about setting personal goals and hopefully like having success with it, trying to achieve something, you know, be a better person, it's also the setbacks that come with the progression. And over my time at university, I had some setbacks. There was times where, you know, my goals were stumbled or I felt a bit lost on a path. But what was really there was the guys that were there for me, you know. They were grinding with me, you know, if I stumbled, they would help me. And, you know, being able to, you know, practice or train or become a better person, whether it was in basketball at the library, I was surrounded by some really amazing people. And one of those people is Darren. And he was like, I've known him since kind of young. And like, he's been an amazing basketball player. But not only that, he's very skilled in music, you know, academics. He's just very good at a lot of different things. So it's really good, like being able to work hard with someone like that, and being able to grind with them. So like I said, I don't want the whole video all about me running. I don't think anyone wants to see that, being huff and puffing. But I've got the clips of, you know, some of my friends like Darren being able to show their experience of basketball and also university, you know, what they felt about Leicester, how they feel about basketball, you know, the journey. And that's what this series is showing as well. So why don't I hand it over to Darren? And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy as well.
That look good, bro. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
cool. All right.
Okay, so we're joined by Mr. Darren Dapper, Mr. President. How you doing today, man?
Not bad, man. Not bad.
So I wanted to talk to you maybe about your journey with basketball. So how did you start? Who got you into it?
I started playing in secondary school. I took it serious from like year 8, year 9, and I've been playing comparatively ever since. So yeah, I think the person who got me into it was one of my friends at the time. I introduced him to the school, and you know, respectively introduced me to the sport, showed me everything he knows, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. Yeah.
So across your time, you know, you've had some great teammates, you know, Mr. JoShifty himself, Joshua Clark, and, you know, some other great teammates. Would you say like, you know, teammates for life, you know, they're friends for life, you know, the bonds you make across the way, are they valuable, would you say?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I think basketball is definitely a platform to do that. Like, anywhere you go, you can meet people from all types of backgrounds. And I think that alone just opens your eyes to so much more than just basketball, you know, because even on like the coach rides and all the traveling, you get to learn so much more about your teammates and see them in a setting outside of basketball. So it's really good. Yeah.
So I'm going to take you back to, you know, when you first started the uni. You were unsure if you wanted to play uni ball, having played from maybe the age of 14 to all the way up to 18, but you're
Yeah.
thinking, are you going to play at this uni level? Or why was that? Why did you think you weren't maybe going to play or take that break?
I think most of it came down to the fact that I was very upset, very frustrated at the fact that I didn't get into the school I wanted to, which meant I knew I wasn't going to play at the level I wanted to either. But I think I just had to tell myself that, suck it up. You have an opportunity here, do you know what I mean, to still play. So I had to like change my mindset quite a bit and try and see the good in what was in front of me. Yeah.
And I would say you're like a jack of all trades, not just the president, he could play the drums, he could play piano, he could cook, nice by D, So like with basketball taking up so much time, like training, putting all those hours in, would you say like there was ever a time you thought maybe you could allocate those hours to something else? Like, was basketball ever seen as a waste of time?
Yeah, I'd say I definitely think I could have put the time into something else if I had known, but I wouldn't change it for anything. I'm happy that I spent so long working on something, and I was able to see progress eventually, even if it wasn't like overnight, Yeah, I can definitely say basketball's changed my life for the good.
You learn that hard work and stuff, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Hey, that's good. So any advice for someone, taking up sport, maybe at a later age, either uni or like as president, what kind of advice would you give?
I say, first of all, don't knock it till you try it. I think a lot of people tend to put themselves down very quickly and say that, oh, I can't play, I'm not tall enough, I'm not strong enough. But if you let those limitations stop you from playing something you have a passion for, then there's no point like wasting your time on it. So yeah, that's what I say.
And one last question. So just like me, we've had some injuries over the last year.
Man.
How do you cope with like injuries or missing out on the game? Yeah. Or like, have we hit that unk status where we just get injured all the time? Call it a day.
Yeah, I think it's come to that time. Like I think we just need to take better care of our bodies, be a bit more conscious of what we're putting into ourselves. But yeah, like injuries wise, bro. If I say I've always wanted to play through it, I wouldn't be lying. Of course, everyone wants to, play through their injury and believe that they can. But sometimes you need to like be real with yourself and say like, am I gonna make this worse by playing on it? And I think that's what I've come to learn about injuries as of recently. Yeah.
Yeah, Romeo told me something. Availability is reliability. It's something I needed to learn. Like, there's no point in me being injured but still playing on, and then I won't be there for another 2-3 weeks. So
exactly. You need to think long term.
Yeah, being 100% is essential. Yeah,
exactly. It's much better.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's been great to speak to you, and I can't wait for the events, everything, the games. See you average 30 points. Yeah, we'll be seeing it. Mr. President, Darren.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
I was really blessed to have my friend speak about his journey. He helped me through mine a lot at university, so I'm really thankful for that. And yeah, he's one of the most hardworking guys I know, on and off the court. And he's very humble as well. Like some people, when they lose, they can cash out, get angry. This guy, he'll work hard. If he loses, he'll improve, he'll get better, no matter what. That's the type of winner. You can't win all the time. One side has to lose, sadly, in the sport or sometimes in different areas in life. But he's always, trying to improve and, look forwards. And I try and aspire to be like him. But anyway, back to me running. To second lap. Let's go. I realized my bag was open and I think my banana's destroyed. Okay, so I've had to take a couple pauses because this bag keeps, the water's leaking, the things inside the bag are breaking. It's just some fruit, to be fair, but everything's falling apart. So I moved the bag. 1.15 left. So today's run was really good, I would say. You know, it felt good, you know, put me in the best state for the rest of the day. And also I went at a time where I guess school's on, so there wasn't too much interruptions in the park, apart from one dog once, but it was really good. One thing I've learned though, next time I run, I should not bring a bag because of the problems with the bag. It affected the run, but it was still a good run and a good start to the series. But you know, I need to stop running with a bag. It just, when I ran without it as well, it was so much better. So next time I'll bring a smaller water ball or something. But yeah, still good. So here I'm doing a little warm up where I'm doing a cross and then through the legs, cross then through the legs. One way I could have improved though is having a wider base. You see how I'm dragging my foot, which is sometimes, say good, if you're in a stance of shooting, one leg's gonna be behind. But sometimes it's good to have that kind of wider position. If you say want to explosively drive, you can't have that dragging foot. So on the way back, I'm doing through the legs going backwards, and then I'm doing a kind of curling through the legs. And then feed it through. The next one, I'm doing a double behind the back and then a double cross. Like even when doing like simple drills, sometimes you can make mistakes. Like here, I lost the ball. You just have to reset and start again, you know. I had kind of the time in the world, like there's no pressure on me. I might as well get the drills right. I tried to buy some basketballs for this training and it was just the rubber ones, to be fair, that used to be in Sports Direct. They used to be about £4. Now they're trying to charge like £7. They're not even in store these days, so I had to try and buy it online. And together they tried to charge me £14, which is a joke for the rubber ones. They barely last anything. How is it costing like half the price if you even wanted to hire half a court? Half a court. It's crazy how much they're charging. So I moved to shooting. So I started off with some form shots around the rim. I'm still building up the strength in my arms again, but you can see how I bring the ball back quite close to my head, where in a game that might get blocked. I've moved to this shooting drill. It's like a lunge shot. So you lunge, take 2 dribbles, and then you go straight up. The aim is to try and spring into your jump. So it's the aim to go from like a low dribbling position and the footwork of a jumper with one foot in front of the other straight into the shot. As you can see from that shot, I've now moved to a 1 dribble pull up. That's what I love about summer hoops though. That sunset when you're playing till late, it's just amazing. So now I've kind of moved into like a freestyle straight into the jump, into the shot, but I'm trying to do like a pound on the last one and then going straight up. But what I need to do is I'm not creating too much space with these moves. I think when I get some more drills down, when I have a bit more time next time, I'm gonna create more space, because in game they might not be the most realistic shots to take, but working on that sidestep. See, this is why I'm envious of the Americans. They get them shooting machines to catch the rebound, you know, so you can work on the catch and shoot. But, you know, I guess the cage works a bit in my favor. So what I'm doing is I'm throwing it off the cage to mimic like a catch and shoot almost, and then that turn. At times it didn't feel like the best shooting day. I don't know, maybe I don't have the best jumper, but you know, I guess it's the first day of the series, you know, it's all about the work. So hopefully eventually when I get back, you know, I have a more solid jumper. I had to switch because it got darker on that side, but still wanted to finish off on the left. yeah, it was a good day, and you know, on this side the sunset is still out. I know the camera was on flash, so it was darker, definitely darker than that, and sometimes hard to see, but you know, I'm happy that the camera was able to show some of these clips. So yeah, an overall very good day, I would say. Started 2 series. Oh boy, I'll be honest, I'll be generally honest, I thought that June had 31 days, right? So I was out with my friends yesterday, you know, celebrating a birthday, but I thought I would have one more day to plan before starting this series on the 1st, but it turned out, like I said, sometimes you make a plan or sometimes you'll have setbacks. Not everything works the same. So I'm really happy that even yesterday I had a great time, and today I was still able to be productive, like be able to do a bit of some job interviews, be able to do the 10K and then the basketball, and also England won, so that was good. But yeah, no, it's been a good day, and now I think I'll take a day break and then start again. But that day I'll be able to plan it more, so more drills, because I think those ones were just mini ones because the sunset was happening, you know, it was going to be sundown, like we were losing the light, so I couldn't do too much. But I'll get there earlier, I'll record earlier, and I'll get better clips. So if you got this far, thank you so much for watching, and I'll try and make even better videos than this, best believe. So have a good night. God bless.